Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Captain Cringe. This is gonna be a rough one. Welcome everyone. Today we're looking at the Channel Awesome movies. Specifically today we're looking at the first Channel Awesome movie, known simply as Kickassia. We watched the first 20 minutes of this on a Captain Cringe stream a while back, where we got Channel Awesome Cringe on the wheel. Today, I'm gonna put us through something that no human being, I think, based on the Geneva Convention, should be put through, and that's watching the entirety of a Channel Awesome movie. So, hopefully you're all ready for that. Why do I hate you? I don't hate you. I hate myself. And I'm going to bring you along on a journey with me. A journey of bad jokes, employee mistreatment, and Doug Walker's ego. Anyway, there's a nostalgic part of you that still likes Kickassia. I feel ya. I get ya on that. Like, I own Kickassia on DVD because I bought it in high school. You know? I understand. Nonetheless, it's a pretty bad movie. And understanding what was going on behind the scenes makes it so much worse. Makes it so much worse. Anyway, I don't have a lot of preamble. I don't know what I could possibly say that would make this any easier. So let's just go. We have an hour and a half ahead of us. Are you ready? We did watch the first 20 minutes the other day, but we're going to go over it again, because not everyone here was necessarily there for that. So yeah, let's watch Kickassia. Part 1. The Withering Eye. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Molossia is a micronation in Nevada. It's basically a joke this guy has where he's like, I declare independence from the United States. And his property just has this sign that says Molossia, and he's got little, like, things like this. And, you know, it's a joke. That's the premise of this movie, is that the people from Channel Awesome are trying to take over Molossia. Anyway. For the full experience, starve and dehydrate yourself in the desert for a few days. Yeah, so this gets shot in the Nevada desert. But Doug doesn't provide food or water for the cast at all. They're also not getting paid. Not only are they not getting paid, I should really preface this. Okay, so Channel Awesome was a website back in the day when YouTube wasn't as cool with fair use. So what they would do is they had this website, Channel Awesome, and they'd host their videos on Blip, and you'd go to Channel Awesome, and there'd be all these movie reviewers or music reviewers or whatever. It's where Lindsay Ellis comes from. It's where Todd in the Shadows comes from. Phaelus, Obscurus Lupa, Alison Pregler. I don't think she goes by Obscurus Lupa anymore. But, like, tons of internet creators came from there. And they were all on this website. And once a year, they would come together and make a movie. There are 3 of these movies. This is the first one. And, oh, God. So not only were they not paid for these movies where they'd all come together and be, like, together, they basically had a reviewer cinematic universe where all their review streams and all their characters took place in the same universe, and then once a year they'd have these big crossover events, like this movie. The thing is, Doug didn't pay any of the other reviewers to come and be in this movie, or any of the movies, and not only that, but they were required to make crossover reviews with each other, which obviously would get more views because people like to see their creators crossover, and then turn over the crossovers to Doug Walker for the ad revenue. So they were basically paying to be in this movie, and Doug wouldn't even provide them water or craft services A thing that even student films do! So, just take that in mind. Doug Walker treats everyone like crap. Dude Spanking Dude says, ah yes, the perfect stream to listen to in the background as I grind Final Fantasy XIV. Good. And yeah, I think someone passed out on this one. One of the movies, at least one of the movies someone passed out on. It was probably this one, and then the next one, someone got injured, and after the injury, they kind of like forced them to sign like a waiver so that it wasn't the production's fault. It's disgusting. Channel Awesome is disgusting. And I don't mean to say that, like, the creators are necessarily disgusting, though some of them are. But most of them were just, you know, trying to do their best. And this was, you know, the days of internet reviews where you couldn't do them easily on YouTube because YouTube was even worse than they are today in terms of fair use. So they'd go to Channel Awesome and it was like their only avenue for revenue. So it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. Quentin Reviews did a really good overview of Channel Awesome and what happened. But yeah, none of the original people are there now except for the Nostalgia Critic, Doug Walker, who's like the founder of the site, and Brad Jones, who is awful. And I used to be friends with Brad. Friends is probably a strong word. We talked because we had similar copyright issues with the Cristiano brothers, and we shared files with each other a couple times when there were movies that one of us had and the other didn't. But like, oof, Brad, bad call. Bad call, Brad. Unico7, thank you for following. Doesn't Doug Walker also suck? Oh yeah, he's awful. He's a weird egotistical dude who lets like mistreatment run rampant in his company, even though he's not the CEO. He's still the face of the company, right? He's the Nostalgia Critic. Mike Michaud, who's the CEO or whatever of Channel Awesome, I guess he's like the worst, but I don't know. There were also, of course, allegations of like sexual misconduct and stuff, but that's a story for a whole other day. Did you see that Brad lied about a swatting to get Allison in trouble? Yeah. Brad's a piece of trash now. Maybe not now, but at least we realize he's a piece of trash now. I don't know. Isn't Guru Larry still with Channel Awesome? Oh, maybe. I never watched Guru Larry, so I'm not familiar. Hold on, let me look. Channel Awesome. Do they still have the website? They do still have the website. Let's see who's on it. We have Brad and Doug's brother, whose name I'm forgetting. Something Walker. We have another Brad video, Dark Tunes. I don't know who does that. We have another Brad review. Yep, there's Guru Larry, so he's still there. We have Nostalgia Critic. There's Brad. Tamra still works there, although she came in, you know, pretty late in the Nostalgia Critic stuff. We have Brad. We have Doug. It's basically, and if anyone remembers and visited Channel Awesome regularly, this was a site with, like, dozens and dozens of, like, diverse creators who reviewed different things, and now it's just like Doug, Brad, Guru, Larry, and Tamra, and those are the only people here now. Anyway.
The Nostalgia Critic, online personality, and all-around spectacular guy.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Arenas 3 with 10 bits. This community has led me to the realization that I'm a trans woman. This week I've told some people close to me and sent a message to a clinic. The NHS the waiting list is 4 years. I cry. Oh, that sucks. Thank you for the community that you've helped create and for sharing your life with us. I wish I could give you all the bits. Well, I'm glad that you've made a self-discovery about yourself and that we could be supportive in that discovery. So that's awesome. Sorry about the wait time. That's unfortunate.
Fine. Anyway, I run a website that has all sorts of reviewers that come together and, well, review stuff. I don't like to brag, but we're pretty successful. I noticed that you have your own nation here. Must be very proud.
Dude spanking dudes with 2 bits. The main difference between AVGN and Nostalgia Critic is that the AVGN was a bit more informational and wasn't all screamy, and gave criticism in a fun way that wasn't constant screaming. I think that's why AVGN flourished, and also the fact that AVGN is a nice personnel too, yeah. AVGN, the Angry Video Game Nerd, also known as James Rolfe, because that's his real name. He's another reviewer that started a little bit before Doug. Doug kind of ripped off his shtick, although ripped off is, you know, ripped off in the sense that all internet reviewers basically owe a debt to James Rolfe for the Angry Video Game Nerd stuff. But yeah, James Rolfe seems like a genuinely nice guy. A little awkward, I've heard, in person, and I guess he's kind of like a shy person in person as opposed to the character he plays, which is very loud. But yeah, he never got in any controversy as far as I know that wasn't caused by his friend's penis. Remember that time Mike Matei shared a picture of his penis with everyone? And he also thinks he's like one of the best Jokers because he played the Joker in an Angry Video Game Nerd video. None of this makes sense if you don't know who Mike Matei is. He's a friend of James Rolfe and he does stuff on his videos.
But to be fair,
the joke it wasn't even a joke. He was trying to like brag about the size of his genitalia, and to prove everyone wrong that he had large, you know, he took a picture next to a ruler, but it's like in the picture clear he's trying to do like a forced perspective thing where like the ruler's further away, you know what I mean? Yeah. Mike's a character, let's say.
it is not very big, and you're not very big. So, let's just cut to the chase here. I am going to invade you. My army is going to take you down, conquer Malassia, and take it as our own.
Dr. Gamble with 200 bits. This is bringing up a whole lot of painful memories I've shoved deep down. The Spoonie debacle was one of them. I have to divorce the works from the authors with some of these, mainly because they can make great content, but they're also so awful as a person. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I have a hard time separating, so that's why, I can't watch, like, a Nostalgia Critic video for fun anymore. I watch them sometimes on this show because it's entertainment how bad they are. But, like, I used to really like Nostalgia Critic, and, I used to really like, the Brad reviews and stuff, but I just can't anymore. I can't do it. There's so many other creators that are worthy of my time to watch and my viewership. Like, again, people like Allison Pregler, or, like, Phaelus, or, like, all sorts of people who came out of Channel Awesome and weren't scumbags, that it just doesn't seem worth it to try and, like, be like, I need to separate so I can watch these videos. It's a personal thing, though. You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
Now, don't get any bright ideas. Don't try to fight back or anything like that. My army is quite literally unstoppable, undefeatable, and, of course, invincible. Where you are, well, just you. So, I'll give you 10 minutes to pack things up and piss off. Deal?
The guy who owns the property of Malassia,
do it the hard way?
the guy who owns the Malassia property is the best actor in the movie, by the way, and he's just like a random dude who just really owns that property in real life. Malassia. Doug also makes fun of Dutch angles, but he also does Dutch angles in this. Like, what's the Dutch angle in that shot for? What are you trying to get across, Doug?
What?
It's time.
It's Phaelus.
Hit him.
It's time.
Linkara. Spoonie.
It's time.
Yellow.
It's
MMO
time.
Addicted says, I like him. I'll have to hit up Malassia on my trip around the States. Yeah, he does tours. Like, it's a little kitschy, stupid joke thing, but, like, you can go. I mean, I think he sells, like, Malassia magnets, and it's just a fun thing he does. If you're already in Nevada and you're by it, why not, I guess.
Hello?
Yeah.
When was
what
this
does
released?
It's
That's a
time
good
mean?
question, because they're not using smartphones, are they? 2010. This was 2010. And I think the iPhone came out in 2008, so I guess they just hadn't upgraded yet.
I don't know. You just called me up and said it's time, like I'm supposed to know what that means.
Get on the wagon, Phaelus. It's the takeover of Molossia.
The takeover of what?
Phaelus is using a home phone. Remember when people had phones that were tied to their houses?
Hold on, I gotta call on the airline. Hello?
Hey, yeah, what's this?
There's Lindsay Ellis, one of the greatest creators ever to be on YouTube, slumming it in this movie. I'm so glad she's off to much better things.
It's time thing you're talking about?
Don't you know?
No.
Look, it doesn't matter. Just meet me in Molossia.
Where?
Hey, hold on, I got another call. Hello?
Yeah, it's 3:22 p.m.
What?
I thought you were asking what time it was.
No, I'm telling you it is time.
Yeah, and that time is 3:22 p.m.
MMO addicted.
I got another call.
He has
Hold
this
on.
cute, quirky,
Hello?
nice grandpa look. Who doesn't mind being funny and loves joking around? And I still have a home phone. Thank you very much. The reception in the middle of my forest home is shit, and I need it.
Sky high.
Get rid of your home phone. I don't care.
what are you talking about?
You don't need to
The invasion of
contact the
Molossia.
outside
What is
world. Be
Molossia?
hip.
Hey, hold on, I'll get back to you. Hello?
Yeah, I got 3:24 here, but I think Spoonie's watch is more accurate.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hello?
Me again.
Sorry. Hello?
Hi, still running on confused here.
Look, it's hard to explain. Just meet me in Molossia. It's in Nevada.
Okay, I'll
Marv
just
Lafayette
walk over
with
to
100
Nevada.
bits.
I'll
Nothing but
fly
love
you
for our
there.
queen,
When?
Lindsay
I
Ellis.
don't know. I can barely keep track of who I'm talking to. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta call Sean.
Who?
The epic fail guy.
Oh, yeah, he's funny.
Yes. Hello?
3:23 p.m.
Go away. Hey, Cinema Snob.
Guilty as charged.
Any chance you have Sean's number?
Your mom has Sean's number.
Shut up.
Believe it or not.
And this is like, I mentioned this when we watched this before. This is just, hey, remember that joke from
see if Goggles is on
Seinfeld?
board.
Let's do that joke again.
That chick with the goggles.
Goggles? It's time.
It is?
Yes, we are taking over Molossia.
We're taking over Molossia.
I know,
MMO
right?
addicted.
So get your stuff together
I'm literally
and come
running
down.
a
By the way, this has been an
1G
answering
phone
machine the
connection
whole
out
time.
here. Over
Leave
wires,
your
I have
message
1
after the beep.
gigabit per second internet and flawless connection, you doofus.
Hello?
Little Miss Gamer, I
Whatever
need your
works.
help. We are taking over Molossia.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to, Critic, but I'm a little busy right now.
Huh? Doing what?
Yeah, I kind of got sucked into my Nintendo game. Freak accident. Now I have to defeat the Mother Brain, restore order to the kingdom. And Link's been acting kind of like a jerk. Well,
Hold on, another call. Hello?
3:24 p.m.
Okay, look, I'm putting everybody on speakerphone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 No. I mean, yes.
Look, we're taking over the land of Molossia. I'm flying you all out to Nevada so we can prepare for the invasion.
And where are we all gonna stay?
It's okay, I booked everybody a hotel room.
Well, gee, I
Yikes.
didn't see that one coming.
This frame includes exactly one person who groomed minors, as far as we know. I assume everyone knows who it is.
Oh boy, I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Excited!
I cannot believe he dragged us all out here.
Tell me about it. I got American food I could be puking up right now.
Hey, you look familiar. Aren't you that doctor guy?
What? No, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You're always trying.
Oh, so much of this movie isn't going to make sense, by the way, if you didn't watch Channel Awesome at this time, because so much of it... Quentin Reviews did a good video about how, like, these are lore movies, and they're movies that only make sense if you already know who these people are, what their running jokes in their own series were.
Trying to take over the world and stuff.
No, I mean, I swear I don't know.
No. You got the goggles and the...
No! I mean, okay, I was before, but that was the past.
So Spoonie, in certain context, would play a character named Dr. Insano, who wore these spirally, like, goggles. I think he turns into Dr. Insano later in the movie. It's never, I don't think before this it had ever been implied that Spoonie actually was Dr. Insano. It was just that he played that character in some sketches, and he was like a villain in Linkara's series and other stuff. I never really watched Spoonie, so I don't know anything about his particular stuff. But I know he showed up in Linkara's stuff sometimes as Insano. And in this, they turn it into like a Jekyll Hyde thing where Spoonie is Insano. I don't know. Dr. Gamble with a bit. This room scene's funny till you know the behind the scenes. Now I'm trying to figure out if they're acting or just speaking their feelings minus the Insano part. That's the thing, too. Doug writes himself in this movie as an overbearing jerk that none of his coworkers want to deal with. But that was the reality of the situation. So, does he know? Or does he just, like, have no self-awareness and he wrote this and he's like, this is ironic because really people love working with me, when really everyone hates him because he treats them like crap.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore you now.
So you're a picture, huh?
All right. Is everybody here?
I sure as hell hope so. We can't fit any more people in this room.
My God, where's 8-Bit Mickey?
I think you're sitting on him, dude.
That's okay. I didn't want to stand anyway.
All right, people. We are about to do the ballsiest thing any of us have ever done before.
Nazi speech.
We are going to take over the land of Molossia.
Why?
What?
Why are we taking over Molossia? I mean, isn't it barely an acre of land?
Mars Girl, do you think anyone else here honestly has that question?
Why?
Okay. Fact is, that's our one opportunity to finally seize control of something. I mean, haven't you ever wanted to rule your own nation?
Does SimCity count?
This is our chance to finally have power, to create an empire unlike any other.
But it's only an acre of land. What can we do with an acre of land?
What can't we do with an acre of land?
Whoa.
People, what may start as just a small acre of land will blossom into something larger than any of us can possibly imagine.
Yeah, like 2 acres of land.
You know, there's another group of people that thought like you, Linkara, and they were called Nazis! They were closed-minded, hate-filled people that just want everything their way.
This was out in 2010.
No.
Didn't we already watch this? We watched the first 20 minutes, but this is an hour-and-a-half long movie. We're watching the whole thing today, and we gotta catch people up who didn't see when we watched the first 20 minutes the other day.
A Nazi, Linkara!
No!
Because I don't want any Nazis around here!
No, I'm not a Nazi! I'm not a Nazi!
Good. Now let me tell you about a group of people that didn't give up. They were called Nazis.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
They had a crazy plan too. Everybody thought they were nuts. But you know what? They got pretty far, didn't they? Because they were dedicated.
Yeah!
And strong.
Yeah!
How did Angry Joe get sucked into this? Angry Joe was from Channel Awesome. That's where he started, I think. Seshimaru with 50 bits. Man, the Channel Awesome built bullshit kind of hits me harder because I actually know one of the victims in real life. You have no idea how livid I was with those allegations came out. Seeing the guy who probably did it make me want to puke. Yeah. Messed up. And the fact that, like, people within Channel Awesome, like Doug, knew about this stuff and did nothing, it's ridiculous.
A lot of people said they were crazy. Well, everybody said that we're crazy, so that gives us a better advantage, doesn't it?
Yeah!
Think about it. First, we take Molossia, and then the neighbors down the street. And then their neighbors, and then their neighbors, and then their neighbors. Till we build a military force so gigantic that nobody will be able to stop us. And then we go global. First, we start with Texas. Then Canada. Then France, and then whatever other nation stands in our way, and then
Pudding?
the world! Yeah! And don't you let.
I understand this. This bothers me too. Outside all the Channel Awesome's bad. I understand Doug's trying to do I'm doing a motivational speech. I'm rallying the troops. So you want a low angle shot. When you want a low angle shot for this, you don't want it to be that low. Look at how low this angle is. I said this the other day, but it remains true. It's like this is the angle when you accidentally open your front-facing camera and you're on your phone. Like, when you would need a low shot, it's not, like, directly below your chin.
Anyone tell you that you can't do it? So what are you people? A Nazi? Or Nazi?
By the way, as the obvious future president of this great nation, I'm going to need a vice president to be by my side.
You're the only one who can keep the Nastasha name alive. Mostly because it's in your name. Interested?
Well, I don't know. I was kind of holding out for president.
Well, that's all the vice president does.
Oh, okay then.
Cool.
This speech is what
All right,
Richard
everybody,
Spencer
what are we
opens
waiting
his
for?
meetings
Let's go
with.
kick some Molossia!
Did the other... Oh, thank you, Captain Rachel, for raiding with 3 raiders. People, go check out Captain Rachel's channel. Do you think the people who were in the hotel when this was being filmed knew what horrors were being unfolded in the room next door? Like, did they hear, like, in the next room someone giving a speech about being Nazis, and they're like,
Anything but inspect this temple.
what's going on over there? I don't know.
It may be Mickey.
So, this nostalgia critic guy says he might be invading our nation. What do you think?
This is the funniest joke in the movie, and none of the Channel Awesome people are in this scene.
I say we keep our defenses high, but not worry too much about it. Good.
Like, that one actually makes me laugh. And it's, like, entirely in how that guy's playing it, so deadpan. Good for that guy.
We're going to annihilate them, aren't we? We're going to annihilate them!
Yes, film brave, but save your energy. You're gonna need it for all the pointless torturing we're gonna be doing.
I want to say it was this scene where someone passed out, because in a second they're going to be running towards Molossia. And obviously they're in the middle of the Nevada desert. So if you're doing take after take after take and they're running through the desert, Doug hasn't provided anyone any water or food all day, yeah, you're probably going to get overheated and pass out, so...
He seems much smaller in person.
That's because you're far away from him, jackass.
Well, he's about to get a lot closer.
Thank you, the Propagandolf, for following. Funny name. Dutch angle again. What's the Dutch angle for, Doug? I talked about this joke last time we watched just the first 20 minutes of this, and we're almost done with the part that we already saw when we watched part of this before. But that joke doesn't work for multiple reasons. First of all, okay, they run up, and he has a submachine gun? Why does this guy have a submachine gun? We've already established that he's just like a random dude with a house that he calls a country. I think the joke could almost work if instead of, like, he pulls out a submachine gun, he pulls out just, like, a .22. I don't know. And, like, they were so... even this isn't funny, but I'm trying to just work with what we already have in terms of this scene. Just small adjustments. Like, the joke could be they weren't able to or willing to come up against even the slightest of opposition. He has a tiny gun, right? But the fact that he has a submachine gun, it's like, yeah, they're gonna run away. Like, who has a submachine gun? It just seems weird. I don't know. The whole thing's odd, but I just feel like there are better versions of the scene that would have cost nothing to film. Daughter of Tiamat says, "Howdy, Hannah. Sorry I'm late. How's it going?" It's going pretty good. How you doing? Or a shotgun. Something that someone would reasonably have in their home in America for home protection. Very few people own submachine guns. Red Phenol, thank you for following, and Linkyard, thank you for following too. Wonder what Dante Bosco thinks of Doug now. All the Channel Awesome BS came out after the Avatar The Last Airbender stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, that didn't work.
Didn't you have any other strategy outside of going, ah?
Well, I didn't think that far ahead.
No, you just thought up to where
living in
everyone was
Nevada,
in charge
way more
and you
people
were
have
ruling the
SMGs than you would
fucking
think. If
Yes.
you say so,
Well,
but that's
can't
not
just
common
do that,
knowledge.
critic. You have to
so
plan
it
these
doesn't work
things
as
out.
like
You
a
have to have a
broad joke.
strategy, for God's sake.
Yeah, but that takes hard work.
Hard work that we do not have.
I declare this sucking.
Me too, I'm out of here.
Yeah, out of here.
This is balls.
Wait! Do you dare leave now in your moment of victory?
I would never leave you, critic.
I know that film, Ray. We just need a plan.
How about we gut them open and wear their organs as hairnets?
Nah, we'd have to get close to him first.
Oh. How about I lunge Barry over like a kamikaze bear?
Nah, I think they see
Dante
that coming.
Bosco is pretty great. He has
How
so much
about a
love for
legion of
Avatar The Last
spiders?
Airbender,
They're quite
even though
small and
Pan
fit into the
made
most
so much
overhead
more money. We
compartments.
stan
So,
him.
how'd you get in here
Did
anyway?
the movie Pan make more money
Just want to be
than
loved.
Avatar in the long run? I don't know.
How about we use Tom's head as a battering ram?
Hey,
Nah, his head is too
That
soft.
sucks that it did.
Maybe we
Avatar's
can
way
jump
better
on him
than
and use his
Pan.
turtle shell to get extra points.
Or
That's your
Hook.
answer to
You mean
everything.
Hook?
Well, it'd work if you
It's
gave it a
even fun.
shot.
Hey guys, I got an idea. This might seem like a shot in the dark, but what if we just used weapons?
Nah, it's a terrible idea. Wait! I have an idea!
Gee, does it involve using weapons?
It involves using weapons!
Yeah.
Angry Joe, get your MP5s. Linkara, get your magic gun. Benzai, start wrapping Barry in explosives. By God, we'll give him a...
Right, so for those who, again, didn't watch Channel Awesome, again, this was almost like a crossover event where they have their own, like, cinematic universe. All the reviewers kind of took place in their own fictional universe. Like, in Linkara's review series, he has a spaceship and a magic gun, and these things are true in the fictional universe of these reviews. And I know it seems convoluted, but, like, you had to be there. It's just, like, a thing they did for fun. So a lot of these characters in the reviews had weapons for some reason. A lot of the time because it's based off of Doug's form of humor, and Doug's humor involves having violence as a punchline pretty consistently. Like, at a certain point, the Nostalgia Critic literally just started using a gun, and there was a good while there where you just, like, shoot it off randomly during reviews, and it's like, oh god. That's not a joke in and of itself, Doug. But anyway, that's why some of these characters have, like, weapons, or they say, like, Linkara, get your magic gun. It's because he has a magic gun in his review series.
Battle worth fighting for.
It's a toy gun that he puts, you know, After Effects on. Cascadia 93. Hook, yes, my mistake. But yeah, Avatar The Last Airbender didn't make all that much money, so little that they moved the series over to Nickelodeon's second channel the last season. They didn't market it, and there was basically no merch anywhere. That's stupid.
And this time, there will be no dawn for Malasia.
beyond the bad humor, the channel doesn't have good critique either. It really depends on who you're talking about. I think Doug's a really, really bad reviewer, but, like, look at Lindsay Ellis. Lindsay Ellis, who was the nostalgia chick at the time, went on to be one of the, like, most lauded and, like, loved, like, YouTubers on the site and in review terms, I mean. Like, she has amazingly in-depth, well-thought-out reviews. I'd argue Todd in the Shadows, who continues to do stuff on YouTube to this day, does really good music reviews that go into, like, why certain things work and certain things don't. It just depends on the individual, but yeah, at the time, I think they were stifled by the format the site was going for, because you basically had to be a carbon copy of Doug to be on Channel Awesome, and Doug's reviews aren't really reviews as much as they are humorous retellings of movies truncated. It's like a Cliff's Notes version of a movie, but with jokes thrown in. That's what nostalgia critic reviews are. Dr. Gamble. Kyle Calgren from Brows Held High is great for information. Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos. He's pretty good too. So, like, it just depends. It depends on the individual. Linkara, it depends. Like, Linkara's more, I think, falls on the side of, like, comedic retellings, but he does get into, like, why certain comic book tropes he likes and some he doesn't. His history of Power Rangers is pretty good, but, like, it just depends. There were tons of creators on Channel Awesome, and their quality varied by a lot. Yeah, Amazing Atheist was on the site. Think about this, and I'm not the first person to bring this up. This is brought up on Quentin Reviews' thing about Channel Awesome. Literally, Lindsay Ellis and the Amazing Atheist were both on Channel Awesome at the same time and were making very similar videos. Think about that, with how much they've diverged in terms of content since then. It's honestly just bananas that, like, those two, with how different they are in worldview, ethics, and style of content, that at one point they were on the same site doing the same kind of content. So weird. More interesting facts: Avatar The Last Airbender being moved to Netflix made more than double its original value in streams than it did on Nickelodeon proper. That makes sense. There's, like, an art at mugging to the camera, and I can't pretend I'm good at it, but, like, that was a bad mug to the camera. Oh, I don't got anything. That's the joke. So this is where we stopped last time. We still have an hour and 10 minutes left, for the record. Yeah, they used the proton pack sound effect when he turned on his noise-canceling headphones. It's the filter movies use when they want to show you that it's happening in Mexico.
Is everyone preparing for battle?
Like Breaking Bad.
They are, Spoonie.
It looks like this scene is happening in the art piece Piss Christ.
You know, Spoonie, you would really help the team out if you were to, well, you know.
Summon him?
It would just be this once, Spoonie. Just this once and you can go back to normal.
Normal? There's no normal. I don't even know what normal is anymore. Every day I live with a beast raging inside of me.
All you need to do is set him free, and then once you have him under control...
Control? There is no control. There's only...
Like, what is Spoonie trying to do here comedically? Like, does he think that just, like, if I act way overact, then it's funny? Like, is that what he's going for? Like, just like, if I like, but it's not even like he's really breaking through the, like, I don't know. It's like he's trying to go super ridiculous, but there's almost like a ceiling, and he keeps banging against it because he's trying to get through it. I don't know.
Anarchy, chaos, and the world writhing in pain.
But if you would only try.
Try? There is no try. There is only the darkness.
Give in, Spoonie. Give in for me. And the team. And for me.
Didn't he sexually harass someone and have a red pill emotional breakdown? He did.
I left the man.
He basically said, and this isn't verbatim, but Spoonie sent someone a thing to someone else who was working on Channel Awesome, and basically said, like, if such and such isn't working out with you and your boyfriend, I could take you into my basement, and I'll love you my way. My way is, like, rough, and, like, I'm not gonna continue, but you get it. He said, like, some disgusting things to what effectively was a coworker, and then when he got called out on it, he was like, oh, I'm sorry, should I cut off my penis? And it's like, dude, come on. Just apologize and admit that that was a disgusting thing to send to someone unsolicited. Like, come on.
It's behind me a long time ago. You'll find none of it left here.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Sometimes we all need to give in to the madness.
20 bits, hotel neighbor. What the heck is going on over there? Yeah. And then he blamed his mental health. Yeah. I get it. I understand mental health stuff can be hard, but if you're using it as an excuse as to why you, like, sexually harassed someone, you're a scumbag. Like, there are tons of people who deal with mental health issues on a daily basis. They don't lash out by harassing people. Oh, I forgot he dresses like M. Bison. Oh, no. To be honest, the hotel neighbor joke should have been in there. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, that could have been a joke. Like, what are you guys doing in there? Eh.
Just a heads up, guys. Molossia might be under attack in a couple minutes or so.
Mm-hmm. Lord Cat, make ready the new salute for our nation.
Ha ha ha, we did the dirty finger. Ha 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 ha, joke accomplished.
All right, people, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Bravery will be rewarded, destinies will be revealed, and the honor of a new nation will be born, a nation which I will declare Kickassia! Phallus, send the signal to sound the charge.
Okay, first of all, it's Phallus, not Phallus. Second, the guy's standing right there looking at you. Why don't you send the signal yourself?
I don't think the salute jokes will be funny to me.
Phallus, just do it.
I feel like you could have ADR'd that a little better. I don't know. Maybe out of all the things in this movie, that's a weird thing to harp on. but it didn't even sound like they had an actual kazoo when they were doing the ADR, and they just had to be like, what's a kazoo sound like? You can go to the dollar store and get a kazoo.
Of Kickassia!
It's funny because they're loud. That describes so much of Channel Awesome. What is he supposed to be shooting at?
Remember, pain is just God's way of telling you to try harder.
There's some neighbors that you can see, I think, in the background in the other shot they just showed. What do these neighbors think these jackasses are doing in the middle of the desert? It's a magic cannon that you don't have to reload between shots. That's cool. I wish I had one of those.
Let's go!
No, Mars Girl, play dead. You won't regret it. Does someone should make like a Fire Festival style documentary on Channel Awesome and interview all the former contributors about the movies, and then maybe get Doug Walker to come do an interview. I'd watch that. Seeing all the reviews I got into when I was in high school and the path everything went down, this is really heartbreaking, especially with Jew Wario. Yeah. It's funny because they got stopped by a fence.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
Footstool!
Session with 50 bits. Say what you will about the Fred Smosher AVGN movies, but at least they're actual movies with basic understanding of structure and professional production. Yeah. I've seen the AVGN movie, and while it's not like a good movie, again, it's a lore movie, so it's not gonna be good from the outright, but like if you're a fan of the AVGN, it's cool seeing him get to do a movie, which is something he's clearly always wanted to do or whatever. It's not good, but I can see he tried, and that's all you can ask of someone who's on the internet trying to make a movie, you know? But like, this is so bad. Like, they couldn't even rent actual professional camera equipment or anything. Like, they're just like, we're just gonna go out into the desert with our shitty cameras we film our internet reviews with, and we're gonna make a movie. And you know, that would even maybe be commendable if everyone got treated with respect on the set. If these movies, even if they were the exact same movies, if like on the set everyone had been treated with respect, and they'd been paid to be there, and there was like ample water and food for them, we'd be having a completely different story. You know, I'd just be like, oh, okay, they're pretty bad movies, they're a little cringe, but like, they're just little fun passion projects these people got together and did, and they had a good time doing it. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that that isn't the case, and that everyone got treated poorly at the service of not even like a good movie. Because, you know, you hear stories about how like Shelley Duvall got treated like crap on The Shining, and that's still probably not okay. But like, at least at the end of the abuse, you get The Shining, one of Stanley Kubrick's best movies. At the end of being abused on the set of this movie, all you have is Kickassia. It just isn't worth it. Dr. Gamble, would have been funnier if one of the game reviewers got stuck on the fence as a gag about video games and knee-high barriers stopping you from going beyond the map. That's way too much thought to put into a joke, though. This is Kickassia. We don't have time to think out the logic of a joke. Thing makes loud noise. Thing funny. If you don't like The Shining, Moo, that's fine, but you at least must recognize, like, it's seen as a fantastic movie and, like, one of Stanley Kubrick's best. You don't have to personally like it to understand the metaphor I'm going for.
Tools of capitalism.
Cascadia 93, if it was cringy but everyone had fun and got out of it okay, then you could at least laugh at its cringe instead of its bad.
Quickly, through the Malasia Railroad!
It's just a toy train.
This is it, Barry. At least you're dying for a good cause.
It was an honor to serve you, mon ami. Ow.
Destroy him! Hey! Cock!
Slapstick is so hard to do in such a way that it's actually funny. Especially nowadays. Like, I don't know. Maybe something particular about, like, the Three Stooges and that it's in black and white. Maybe that helps. I have no idea. But, like, there's nothing worse than bad slapstick. It's just not funny. And if you put cartoon sound effects on it, it's like you're trying so hard.
Don't get me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Whoa! It's 3D Lee! Hey! 3D Lee's pretty awesome.
Don't make us review you.
Don't make us review you. Doug, out of all the one-liners you could have had there, That's the one you went with? How many drafts did he get through where that was, like, left intact and no one was like, we could probably come up with something better than that. Let's punch that up.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
Follow him?
What's that say about you, Douglas?
Alright, President Ba. Hand over Malasia and nobody gets hurt.
I'm not the president. I'm Fritz von Baugh, Minister of Making Things Orderly.
But it's so obviously you.
Yes, I get that a lot, but the fact is we're two totally different people.
Okay, well, where's the president?
Oh, he's gone. Flew right out the door.
So...
The fact that they took the one funny joke from earlier and, like, continued with it here and over-explain it, like, it's not funny anymore. Like, we talked about how him going across the table, like, that's a funny gag. But now he's just like, oh yes, we look alike, but we're different people. It's not funny. Stop. That should have been a one-off scene. That should have been a one-off. And if I remember correctly, it's been a long time since I've actually watched this. I think he like stays and he sows discord, like whispering in the ears of people or something to try and get like people to turn against Doug or whatever, which is fine. But if you're gonna do that, then you need to remove the funny scene from earlier and just have him show up here in a different outfit. Like, the two don't work together. You can't have him doing the gag where he gets up and goes across the table and talks to himself and do this reveal where it's like, oh, it's him, but in a different outfit, because it's just it's like the same joke again, and it was already done funny here, but now that you do it here, it retroactively makes that not funny. Dr. Gamble with 50 bits and a link.
If you have to explain a joke, there is no joke!
You mean we won?
It looks that way, yes.
Malasia has been conquered! A new dawn of government is upon us!
My friends, this is indeed a great day. We have given birth to a new nation! And there will be government, rules, and a new democracy to live by.
Why a democracy?
Because I say so. And I will be your president. Nostalgia Chick will be your vice president. And the rest we'll figure out at another time.
Another time!
I like that Lindsay's drinking like a Foster's beer. And I'd like to think it was because she really needed to be drunk to get through this. And I wouldn't blame her.
And as my first order as your president, I shall build a table, a round table, so that everyone can look each other in the eye.
Well, that's a good idea. It's like everyone's equal.
Yes, and I shall be...
That was a weird continuity between shot. Look,
And as my first order as your president, I shall build a table.
like the part where she's like, wow, that's like everyone's equal. It feels like an insert shot that doesn't match up with the shot of her just sitting there plain-faced afterward.
A round table, so that everyone can look each other in the eye.
Well, that's a good idea. It's like everyone's
Poor
equal.
man's Hamilton.
Each other, a table, a round table.
Or wait, was it an insert shot of someone else and I just wasn't paying attention?
Well, that's a
No, it is her.
good idea. It's like everyone's equal.
Yes.
Because she's smiling at the end of that shot, but then in this shot, her face is like, bad continuity between shots. That's like the worst edit I've seen in a long time. That's so bad. Doug, continuity between shots. It's important. Where's your script supervisor?
And I shall be elevated above you in a rocket chair, a magnificent rocket chair, so I can look down on all of you and see just how equal we all are. Make yourselves comfortable, everybody, for we have given birth to the greatest nation ever known. We have given birth to Kickassia!
Oh God, we still have an hour. The person who recommended this for today's stream on Twitter, I hate you.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
The plot hole was due to Doug's writing all along.
Dateline Kickassia, year one of the new Critic Imperium. Confidence is high as this new and proud nation works long and hard to establish its new government. I'm Chris Larios from Transmission Awesome News, here in the nation formerly known as Molossia, but now as of recent known as Kickassia. Though it is not easy to establish a government from the ground up, Kickassia is fortunate to have hard-working individuals make their regime stable.
Punishment?
And here's one of them now. Lord Cat, recently appointed Minister of Trade. Tell me, new Minister, what does your job exactly entail?
I have a lot of video games I can trade. Some NES, some Super Nintendo, some Sega Genesis, and we're hoping that we can trade them with other nations for goods and valuables.
Do you really think other nations will trade goods and valuables just for video games?
Oh, sure. China would sell 20% of its military just for a copy of
Doyle
Marvel Madness.
video?
I guess it's pretty rare down there.
However, military forces are not a major concern in Kickassia. Secretary of Defense Angry Joe assures the public that everything is well protected.
It's true that we are a small nation and therefore more prone to attacks, but we have a good drill sergeant who knows how to keep up the men's morale.
Stand up straight! Tuck in your shirt! Stop being so tall! Did you say something?
Oh god, no. I'm definitely...
Violence is the punchline. Again. In this case, it's a literal punchline.
afraid of you.
Ha ha ha. They made the punch and it made a cartoon sound effect. Ha ha ha. Jokes.
Looks like a solid team you got there.
Yes, indeed.
Now, there have been a few reports that you're, in fact, a little gun crazy.
Who said that?
But an invasion seems unlikely, thanks to good relations being kept by the head of immigration, Benzai.
What do you mean you can't understand me? I'm French. That's the language of love. If you can't understand me, then you can't understand love. Hold on. Let me transfer you to my second in command.
Hey, you think you got it, bruv? I've had a time bomb strapped to my body and was blown into 2 separate pieces. There's not enough stitches in the world to recover from the emotional pain I'm going through.
Did they pay Molossia guy to let them film in his house? Because this is really the inside of his house. They filmed for a week. If these guys are going to be bothering me in my house for a week, like, I'm going to want some compensation.
Prick.
Every nation needs a treasurer, and Kickassia is his cinema snob, who, as I understand, also designed the flag for Kickassia. True?
It's true, Chris. And for a nation like Kickassia, I figured that we really needed a real kick-ass flag. That's why I came up with a muscle-bound ice cream cone carrying machine guns and shooting laser beams out his eyes. Because when people look at that, all they can say is, kick-ass.
Well, it looks like you guys haven't put it on a flagpole yet.
Well, we weren't exactly sure how to get their flag down and ours up, so we're just using Handsome Tom as our flagpole.
I must say, he doesn't look very happy.
He's not, Chris. He's definitely not.
And there's also the concern of preserving nature, but no worries, as Lee from Still Gaming has taken over as head of the Environmental Protection Agency. Tell me, Lee, what is your plan for saving all the cute little bunnies?
I'm sorry, I'm just still getting over the fact that I'm three-dimensional. I mean, I can move with fluid motion. I can touch. I can feel. Is this what I've been missing all this time?
And there are others looking out for the well-being of Kickassia.
You feel beautiful.
Take Sage, for example. He is making sure that everyone is in good shape, acting as Kickassia's Surgeon General.
In my short time as Surgeon General here at Kickassia, I've made 2 amazing medical discoveries. One, when holding an Uzi, you will not die.
Really? And how does that work exactly?
I'm holding one, and I'm alive. Science proven. Secondly, our research has shown that dieting and exercise does not help build the healthy body. So that's why I've encouraged everyone here to start smoking. According to our studies, smoking does well to strengthen the body and prevent cancer, especially pregnant women.
Oh, good. The pedo died. That's the best thing in the movie. Tucker White 24, that totally not copyright infringing salute makes me wish I was watching Spaceballs. Oh, did they do that in Spaceballs? I don't remember that.
Your studies show that.
Oh, yes, it's right here on this chart. What do you know? I had the darn thing upside down. Oh, that's hilarious.
But not everyone in Kickassia is questionably insane. Take, for example, Paul, the local shock jock radio DJ.
And while the big wigs up on the hill with their fancy hats and their capes look down on the small people with oppression, with taxation, with sexual repression. Don't get me even started on the sexual repression. Take a stand, people. Oppose the big people with their fancy fucking hats.
So, what exactly about the Kickassia government bothers you so?
This bit is still going?
Nothing really.
Oh yeah,
It's
it
just
goes
when
on way
people
too
agree
long.
with angry hosts on the radio, it makes them feel better about
We're
themselves.
6
So,
minutes
in
into
my
this
own way, I'm
newswire
helping
bit.
the people's morale.
Another person keeping up the morale is Spoonie, who is now head officer for science and technology.
Yeah, at first we didn't have much of a science department. In fact, the original
Why does he
space
have a
program was just
stethoscope?
a
He's
stomp
not in the
rocket.
medical
But I'm
department.
certain we can get things to a more legitimate level.
Hey, weren't you that crazy scientist before?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you had the goggles and the...
No! I mean, I was before, but that was the past.
Well, there are some in this nation who still do well to keep order and justice in hand.
Like, there's something there in that specific version of the joke. The idea of someone having a dramatic aside just off camera, but you just don't care, is a little funny. But, like, the whole thing is so awkward, I can't even laugh at it. You know what I mean? It's just not constructed
This
well.
is Linkar, head of the FBI. Tell me, Linkar, what are you going to do to keep this nation safe?
Well, it's all about surprise to fool our enemy. We are trying to find those who are best able to blend into their environments. For example, we've discovered that Juario here has a natural talent for camouflage.
That joke hasn't aged well, has it?
Isn't that right, Juario?
Yep. But do you really think stealth and surprise are going to be enough to keep your enemies on their toes?
Oh yes, it's all about illusion. For example, I'm not even in front of you.
Oh, very good. Well, we all know what goes on outside the government building. Let's see what goes on inside the government building.
Ow!
Sorry. This is Secretary of State Phalis. Tell me, Phalis, what is a normal day entitled for you?
Well, mostly I come up with brilliant ideas and the nostalgia critic slaps me and then claims them as his own.
Does it pay well?
No,
The
but
sad
it
thing
sure
is
does
that there's
hurt
some
a
good
lot.
setups for jokes, but the
But
payoffs
behind
suck.
every great
Yeah.
man is a woman, and presumably behind her another man. But in the case of the nostalgia chick, that is not so.
Oh yeah, she does the Sarah Palin thing. I forgot. This was topical for 2010.
Well, he is a maverick to say the least, but no matter what his decision might be and whatever we disagree on, I still stand right by him.
On what issues do you disagree with?
Well, like our foreign policy experience with Nevada.
You've had foreign policy experience with Nevada.
You betcha.
In what way?
Well, if you look right outside, Nevada's right out there. You can see it from right here.
Indeed. And where do you guys get your information on current events? Do you read the papers or...
Yes, that's it. I read the papers.
Which ones?
All of them. Ish.
Well, there's also talk that the nostalgia critic wants to push for more regulation and you want less. In which way has he wanted more that you haven't agreed with?
Tucker White 24 with a bit. Well, that Sarah Palin routine doesn't date this at all. This was like 2 years after the election, too. So it's not even like this was like current events. It's like, hey, remember 2 years ago when Sarah Palin was a thing? Let's do a Sarah Palin bit. I don't know.
Oh, you know.
Actually, no, I don't.
Well, when I find an answer, I'll get it right back to you.
And finally, in the past, you've been known as a smart, edgy, young, opinionated woman, but recently you've been labeled an idiotic dumbox who's trying to play naive and innocent in order to sneak into the president's seat. What's your opinion on that?
This world is full of cruel, cold-hearted
Status
people.
report,
and
willpower at
they don't maintain the same standard of
67%
niceness
and
that I try to
falling.
maintain. Am I not nice?
Yes, you are very nice.
So why would they say such a thing?
Probably the idiotic, dumb ox part I just mentioned.
I would presume that it's because I'm a woman and prejudice is alive and well in this world.
But Mars Girl is a woman.
Sure she is, and I'm the Tooth Fairy.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, an interview with the man himself, the man who made Kickassia
Granted, Sarah
possible,
Palin was still a
President Nostalgia
major political
Critic.
player at the time, but this is cringe.
Mr.
Yeah.
Critic, what are your plans now for this new glorious nation?
Well, first we plan on taking over the neighbors down the street. We've sent them pamphlets. Then we plan on taking over Nevada, America, and then the world.
Ah, and how do you plan on accomplishing this exactly?
A gentleman.
No, it wasn't transphobic. It's just because Mars Girl's not like the most stereotypical, like, you know, girly girl ever. It was just a joke about that, which is still like, eh.
Never tells.
I get that it's a joke, but even a joke that's like, haha, I'm gonna make fun of someone for not fitting stereotypical gender roles. It's like, eh.
What?
Especially coming from Lindsay, who's like so progressive and like understanding. It's bad. Gonna need to watch MST3K to repair my soul after this. I get that.
I can give you a hint. It involves killing.
Indeed. But Mr. Critic, what about the fact that you keep the old president as...
She hated all the jokes they gave her? Oh, I'm sure she did. Like, by the time, and we're gonna watch all these movies at some point. Today we're only doing this one, but we're gonna do Suburban Nights and finally To Boldly Flee. To Boldly Flee is 3 hours long! It's twice as long as this movie! By that point, you can tell she's just so over it, and she's like, I just want to go home. I hate this so much.
This country alive and working for you.
Yeah, this is only the first movie. This is a trilogy, folks.
Oh, that's not the president. That's Fritz von Baum, Minister of Keeping Things Orderly. I don't know, I'm going with it.
This is the first one.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Critic.
Not at all, Chris.
Oh, and one more thing. Mr. Critic, would you say your diabolical plan is to take over the world?
Naturally.
That's a joke on... Nostalgia Critic at the time used a joke a lot. There was a clip from the Street Fighter movie where Raul Julia plays M. Bison. And anytime anyone says, like, take over the world, because this is a clip from Street Fighter where they go, you're gonna, like, take over the world or something, he turns around and goes, of course! And that was a joke he used in almost every review at a certain point. It was, like, way overused. And a ton of people on Channel Awesome took that joke, too, because the memes like that would spread to the other reviewers on the site. So that's what that's referencing, if you don't get it. What joke? Joke. Reference. You know what I mean. They think it's a joke.
Well then, would you say your plan is to one day conquer the galaxy?
Eventually.
Oh, Mr. Critic, do you someday plan on being bigger than God?
You need to watch The Big Brawl with AVGN. Oh god, yeah, probably. Session Maru with 50 bits. From what little I've seen from Mac's more recent content, he seems to have a great affinity for mean or otherwise mean-spirited humor. Almost obsessively so, which probably explains his much weaker attempts. Mac. Mac. Which one's Mac?
That question you can definitely say yes.
You meant Nostalgia Critic, not Mac. Okay, I was like, I'm very confused. That's a weird thing to... Nostalgia Critic. Mac. Okay.
Say, Critic, do you get a lot of pussy with that outfit?
Of course!
Thank you. This has been Chris Larios reporting from Kickassia.
I gotta say, Critic, our financial situation isn't looking good.
Can we watch the
Of the money we have
AVGN movie
left, it doesn't
instead?
look like we're gonna be able to accomplish nearly what we had in mind.
Quiet! Can't you see?
The AVGN movie, I don't want to make fun of, because at the end of the day, that was like James Rolfe's passion project, and while it's not, like, good, like, I'm sure he had fun making it. He did everything right. He had craft services in it. I could be wrong. I've never heard anything negative about the filming of the AVGN movie. He did it like filming a professional movie because he understands that, like, he's the director, he's the producer, he needs to provide people, you know, pay and craft services and all the stuff that's required for, you know, filming a movie. Like, even if the movie turns out bad, like, at the very least, he did it professionally, and I can respect that. James Rolfe didn't do anything that makes me go, ugh. Like, these movies, again, if they were done in such a way that didn't harm the people involved, I wouldn't care. We probably wouldn't be here doing this. It's just like, the cringe not only comes from how it's unfunny, although it certainly is that, it also comes from the circumstances under which the movie was made. And that's the better story, I think. Not better, more interesting story, I should say, because it's really, really awful.
I am watching Hogan's Heroes.
But critic, this is important stuff. We
Silence!
gotta...
I have a new rule. Every day at 4 o'clock p.m. shall be Hogan's Heroes time. Everybody shuts up and watches Hogan's Heroes. All in favor say aye. Aye, motion passes, go away.
Fine. But don't come to me when... You know, just don't come to me.
Again, why was there a Dutch angle? Why was Brad being shot with a Dutch angle? Like, unless it's literally a meta joke of, like, let's do Dutch angles when it doesn't make sense to do so, because we made fun of that in the Battlefield Earth review, but I don't even know if he'd reviewed Battlefield Earth by this point. So, I don't understand why he keeps thinking the Dutch angles are helpful.
Excuse me, critic, I couldn't help but hear...
Oh, look! Another Dutch angle!
Trouble with their financial situation.
Is this Hogan's Heroes related?
And I just thought it'd be a good idea if we started charging for tourism, you know, t-shirts.
Oh, I can actually stream the AVGN movie because it's on Amazon Prime? Okay.
Postcards and such?
Nah, that's stupid.
Oh, okay then.
Wait! I have an idea!
What could that be?
To increase our financial status, we shall charge for tourism! T-shirts, postcards! Think of it, Famous!
I already have.
Then make it so. I have spoken!
Why do you let him take your ideas like that?
I don't know, because he's the president and stuff.
Well, wouldn't you like to know what that's like?
Yeah, sure.
This is a Dutch angle too! Like, why? Why are these all Dutch angle shots?
Wouldn't you?
Dr. Gamble with a bit. The worst kind of tragedy is an unfunny comedy. Also, I'm permanently tilted to one side due to all the Dutch angles. Isn't that the guy who actually owns the land? Yes, it is.
The plans for your rocket ship are in, sir.
Excellent! Do they have the little beer holders on the side?
They sure do.
Cool.
Hey, Nostalgia, we're pals, right? Huh? We're pals?
Yes, Phil.
Film brain is insufferable in these movies, by the way. Like, his, like, oh god, the personality he's putting on for this is so annoying.
Film brain, we are indeed pals.
Yeah, because this is what pals do, right? Sit on sofas and watch
Where did the actors sleep? The hotel. They had they had hotel rooms.
Hogan's Heroes and stuff, right?
The things you have just said are true.
Say, I was thinking, in my next movie review, would you like to do a cameo and...
Film reviews? We do not do film reviews anymore.
We don't? Well,
No, they actually had their own hotel rooms. It wasn't really just one hotel room.
What do we do?
We sit back and acknowledge the fact that we have our own nation.
Oh, how long do we do that for?
Forever, Film Brain. Forever.
Why is he dressed like a shitty 40k Inquisitor?
Doing that voice?
He's just
Nonsense.
like M. Bison.
This is a voice of the gods.
Street Fighter.
A voice that demands honor and justice everywhere he goes. A little bit, yeah.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Spoiler alert, the crossover isn't worth it.
What's up?
True.
These stupid finances. We've got no money because Nostalgia Dickless over there won't do anything.
I'm sure he's building up to something.
Wow, this is a fictional movie. Brad standing up to the nostalgia critic when he turns out to be an a-hole. This is a little too fantasy even for me.
Like what? Watching more Hogan's Heroes?
No, I think at 5 Full House comes on.
But that's what I mean. He does nothing.
Yeah, people did have to pay for their own airfare to get to Nevada, if I remember correctly. I think it was the same for Suburban Nights.
It's like
they were literally paying to be in these movies while not being paid and not being given, like, water and stuff during filming.
Job of a president is to be removed from reality while everyone else does the work.
Yeah, I imagine that.
If that was the case, why wouldn't you be in charge?
There's nothing
What?
funny about the tools of
I'm just saying.
Suspension of disbelief shattered. I was on board until this point.
Hey, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sure you both know what you're doing.
Alright, men. You make wonderful agents as well as
It's for
soldiers.
exposure, unironically. I think that's what the intent was. Like, guys, come and be in this movie, and everyone will watch it, and people will know who you are on the channel.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
Tucker White 24, I've seen Doug Walker rip apart films for doing these overused shots and cliches, and pretty eloquently too. How is he making the same mistakes he ripped apart for other films? Because he thinks he can do them ironically, and as long as he's lampshading the fact that he's doing the same things, then it's fine.
We're going to teach you the element of surprise. Surprise!
They should have actually slapped him in the face.
You're learning. So, Linkara, how goes it? Pretty well. I was just teaching these men the element of surprise.
Have you punched them yet?
After lunch. Hey, Linkara, what's that on your leg? It's a receipt for 20 tons of dynamite.
Oh my god, we're only halfway through the movie!
Who signed for it?
The Nostalgia Critic.
What's he doing getting dynamite?
I don't know, but it can't be good.
We have to tell somebody about this.
You mean like the Nostalgia Critic?
No!
I know I did it. It's my own fault. Can we crank the video speed? No, we have to watch this cinematic masterpiece at the speed at which the director intended. This is auteur filmmaking, folks, at work. Would you crank up the speed of 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Get some tea there, Mr. President.
Why, yes, Mrs. Vice President, that'd be wonderful. You know, I don't know why the press picks on you so much. You seem like the nicest person to me. As we all know, nice people make the perfect politicians. Just look at Carter. I mean, you're so good at making people feel at home.
Tucker White 24. This plot point makes no sense. When you stop to think about it, Malacia was already covered with explosives. Maybe he's just beefing up security, yeah.
Lowering.
Don't look for internal consistency in these movies. There isn't one. The plot of the third movie is literally that a plot hole is coming to destroy the universe. Like, that's... And they did that intentionally so they can be like, oh, why are all the other movies filled with plot holes? And why are they bad? Which are two separate things, by the way. Plot holes don't inherently make your movie bad. Except Doug seems to think they do. But, like, they literally write that into the third movie just to explain why none of the movies make any sense.
Their defenses, making it feel like they have nothing to worry about.
They made 3 of these?
Indeed.
Yes, they made 3.
You gonna
This is the
drink your
first
tea
one.
there?
The third one is 3 hours long! Ah! We're gonna watch that one someday, and I'm not looking forward to it. They made 4... I guess it depends on what you... The fourth one is like an anthology thing. They didn't all shoot it together like the other movies. It's like a completely different sketch-based thing. Or if you're counting the one before this where it was just like a skit where all of them met up and fought each other. But I don't really count that because it's like 20 minutes long.
Of course. Say, is it me or does this tea smell a little, poisony?
Oh, it's just an herbal fusion. Drink your tea, honey.
Oh,
Tom G 101001101101.
Later.
Thanks for subscribing for 4 months. Are we doing the full 3 movie stream? Sorry, I just woke up. We're only doing Kickassia today. We'll do them probably week by week. We'll do one at a time. Someday will we watch all 3 in a marathon for charity or something? Maybe. I don't know. But like I can't sit through 1, 2, 5, 6. I can't sit through 6.5 hours of this all at once. It would kill me. Dr. Gamble with 200 bits. I'd rather watch Blue, Hannah. What's that? Tate? It's a Tate thing? Tate.org.uk. What is this? Blue 1993 is a film by British artist filmmaker Derek Jarman, which features a single static shot of the color blue and a voiceover and a music soundtrack. Oh, it's like an avant-garde art film. Gotcha. Next week, we'll watch Empire.
Cream just makes your penis smaller now. Drink your tea.
Yeah, but I don't feel...
Empire is like an art piece movie that's like just a static shot of the Empire State Building for like 8 hours or something. I don't remember.
It's tea without cream.
I don't remember the exact
You know
way.
what they put in that cream? They put all sorts of hormones and antibiotics in it.
Yeah, but that just makes me like it more. It's just, cream makes a big difference for me.
I don't put the damn cream in it. President, I can't even spell, man.
The Dutch angle again on Doug for no reason. If we ever do all 3 films in one sitting, then you need to threaten get Jake to join in your misery. Jake would never. Jake would absolutely never.
Wait a minute. That's right.
Come and watch these movies.
Tea.
Maybe if it was for charity and we did like a charity stream and we watched them, maybe.
You betcha.
Maybe.
I
But he
gotta
certainly
tell you,
wouldn't be
I'm
there the
so
whole
lucky to have
time.
a vice president like you. You know, not every vice president would get their president tea. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just some people that can help you out in a real tight spot. I mean, a real tight spot. I mean, some people out there just don't get how... She's so quirky.
He wants to be Looney Tunes so bad, and he just isn't funny enough.
Boy, it's so great to be back here in this crowded, cramped hotel room again. I wonder if it's still impossible for me to stretch my arms. I can't! Happy birthday to me!
Okay, now what exactly is going on here?
A whole lot of shit is going down, snob.
I like that you can tell Brad didn't shut the door all the way, because they probably had to do that shot in multiple takes, and he didn't want to keep having to, or they had something on the door that was keeping it from closing all the way, so he didn't have to keep putting his key in every time to do the shot.
Tell him about it, Lee. Lee?
Have you ever felt the motion of water pour down your three-dimensional organs? I have, and it is miraculous.
Alright, Lord Cat, fill him in!
We found a receipt for 20 tons of dynamite paid for by the Nostalgia Critic. We don't know what it means, but it can't be good.
So what? You really think he's gonna...
Wait, before the receipt was like a single, like, you know, like a receipt you get from the store. Now it's a like normal sheet of like paper. That's a weird continuity error.
use it against us?
Who knows?
Because in the one shot, even when he had it, it was still a tiny receipt, and then when Brad grabbed it, it was like a full sheet of paper.
He might be planning to blow us all up.
He's mad, I tell you! Mad! Mad! Okay, I'm good.
Look, the Nostalgia Critic may be a little nutty, but he's not nuts.
You look me in the eye and tell me he's not stupid enough to do something that crazy.
Okay, you have a point, but couldn't the signature have been replicated? In fact, couldn't the whole thing be replicated? How many of you have been listening to
Brad Devil's advocating for Doug in the face of evidence that there has been misconduct? Art imitates life, imitates art.
that Ba guy recently? Yeah, gets around, doesn't he? Those with brains usually have power over the brainless. Look, I'll have a talk with the critic to see if any of this is true.
What if he suspects us going behind his back?
He won't suspect us.
3D
I'll put it
Lee is the
very
professor
delicately.
on those drugs.
Everybody thinks you're nuts.
You
Inconsiderate pricks! Why?
I think that Baugh guy is spreading lies about you.
I knew I shouldn't have kept that Baugh guy around.
Brad's a snitch confirmed.
Blame Phaelus, it was his idea. Now everybody thinks I'm nuts.
Nah, they just get paranoid. That always happens when big changes happen.
I suppose you're right. I mean, I'll win their confidence back soon enough.
And there's even a rumor going around that you bought 20 tons of dynamite for yourself.
No, that part was true.
What?
Oh yeah, the whole place is wired. You see, I've wanted this place for a long time. And now that I got it, I'm not gonna let anyone take it away from me. I've discovered that the world is filled with nasty wasties. And a lot of those nasty wasties want what I got. So, if any of them tried to take away what I have, I'm not afraid to go down with the ship. Take everybody with me. But that's just if one of those...
Dutch angle. Okay, this almost makes sense in terms of if you're gonna do any Dutch angle shots, this would be an okay place to do a Dutch angle shot, because you're trying to show, like, the uncomfortable, twisted worldview of the nostalgia critic, where he's gonna take everyone down with him. Again, art imitating life. Or life imitating art, since that happened later. But, like, I get it. That's a Dutch angle that, even though Dutch angles are super played out, understandable. It's the only one in the movie so far that's made any sense. This isn't acting. Doug is that egotistical. True.
Nasty wasty shows up. Or if someone in this beloved nation of mine is a nasty wasty. What do you say, Cinema Snob? You're not one of those nasty wasties, are you?
Oh, of course not.
Good. I'm glad we had this talk. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
I do enjoy our little chats.
You're right, he's nuts. We gotta act, and we gotta act fast.
I say we castrate him with a fork, tie him to a cactus, then play piñata with his entrails. What?
You were just so fast to say that.
Just passionate, that's all.
I like it. Well, maybe we could play really bad music. That'll get him out of the government house.
What kind of music would you pick?
Michael Bolton.
No one should be subjected to that.
I like it.
How about a legion of spiders? No! Seriously! Who keeps letting him in?
Everybody hates the plan about spiders.
Why does everybody hate the plan about spiders?
I like it.
Look, I'm the one who brought it up to him. I'll be the one who takes him down. Trust me, by the end of the week, the nostalgia critic won't be the king of Kickassia anymore.
And they were talking about killing you, and they were talking about different
Why is this a Dutch angle?
ways of killing you, and the cinema snob was like, it's my plan, so I'll kill him. So I ran back here as fast as I could, but they saw me, so Superman broke in, and he killed them all with his heat vision, and then he took me back to his home, where we saw Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and the rest of the Justice League! And then we went out to a bar, and we had a couple of drinks, I got totally shit-faced, and then I hailed a cab, and I got back here!
Is that all true, Film Brain?
Well, I kind of got carried away with the second half, but the first half is really true!
And I guess we have no choice. We will have to give Cinema Snob a trial. Bring him to me!
Right.
Alright, guys. I've got a lot of things I need to do. This better be... Well, that's confusing.
Loud noises are funny.
What is that? What is that?
We got 40 minutes left, a little less, 37 minutes.
What are you saying?
A trial!
What?
A trial!
What?
You are going to have a trial.
Oh, God, shoot me. No!
And so it is the ruling of this court that you be found guilty for the crimes against our government. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Nay. Too bad I'm in charge! Guilty!
Cinema Snob, do you have anything to say before I sentence you to your sentence?
Are we doing anything after this? Probably.
Oh, I got something to say.
Well, make it quick. I don't want to miss Gilligan.
When I helped build Kickassia, I had a dream of freedom, justice, and honor. But now I see it's been shadowed by the dumbass cockface that sits across from me. You really know how to put the dick in dictatorship.
You're out of order, Cinema Snob!
You're out of order, they're out of order, the whole system is out of order!
I am the system!
I know you're the system, that's my point!
I know it's your point! It's just that when you say that I'm out of order and the system's out of order, it's kind of redundant!
What I'm trying to get across is fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Hey, won't somebody think of the children?
That joke has aged. Woo! Oh no! Ah! The guy who said that, for those who don't know, was later found to be grooming underage fans. Yeah.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
Rublik's Cube, just 100 bits. And Daddy Sume, I want Karens as a cleanse. Maybe. Is this a metaphoric film about Channel Awesome?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Right! Now, what should his sentencing be? Come on, nobody has any ideas?
Well, I guess I have an idea.
Right! I have an idea!
Oh, really? What is it?
The idea that I have right now requires
Cinema
There's a Cinema Snob to enter the realm of everlasting
Being
being banished for forever! Forever! You are to be banished forever!
Oh, good. I'll pack a lunch.
May your honor be stricken forever. May your name always be associated with douchebaggery. And may you walk until you walk no more. Go! And never return.
Okay, I'm gonna catch a cab. If anyone needs me, I'll be at the hotel down the street.
Go! Venture into the great unknown. Who knows what undiscovered terrors await you?
I've got my cell phone if anyone needs to call.
Go! May the harshness of this world have no mercy on your soul! Nobody look at him! Ignore all the terror that he has brought to our good nation! Go! And never return!
Can we just watch Melvin, brother of the Joker, for an hour?
Return!
Yeah, just on a loop. Okay, we only have like half an hour left, guys. We're almost done. We're 2/3 of the way there. If you can do this, you can do anything. If you can get through a Channel Awesome movie, then nothing life throws at you will be a challenge. This is good for us, really.
Management is hard work. Time for me to get some old shut-eye.
This is worse than the castle of Fu Manchu? Not familiar.
My God. I know this place. It's my room, but not. My old review room. It's been restored.
There's nothing funny about
just like at home.
This is just reminding me how awful my taste as an 18-year-old was. Same. I was watching Nostalgia Critic like in middle school. I was watching Nostalgia Critic in like when he had like only like 3 or 4 videos out. I don't know how my friend showed him to me. Tucker White 24. I'm so glad everyone in this sans JW wised up and left channel awesome. I mean, he did leave in his own way.
Guy, remember it, so you don't have to.
It's all just as I remember it. But who did this?
Andrew Dickerson, you're the one who said to do this. Everyone blame Andrew Dickerson for us watching this. Oh, Mati. No.
Mati.
There's nothing funny about
Yes,
the tools of capitalism.
it is I, Mati.
This movie was engineered by Dr. Forrester. Hold on, let me click on it. Oh!
It's all part of a new program we like to call Deep Hurting. And it all, but we only give
MST3K. Gotcha.
From Captain Planet.
You did this? But why?
To remind you of who you are. And to bring you a warning.
A word of warning. What?
The warning is... Stop being a douchebag! It's totally gonna backfire.
Damn it, Mati, I don't have time for this.
Why did you get rid of Cinema Snob, critic?
Damn it, Mati, it had to be done.
Is it your destiny to not only be the first, but the worst?
Damn it, Mati, sacrifices have to be made.
But at what cost? Are you willing to let down the people that got you here? Your friends? Your allies?
Damn it, Mati!
The president has no friends.
He did once, when he was loyal and strong, and not an ass muncher. Remember your roots, critic. Remember your roots!
Damn it, Mati! My roots are here, in Kickassia! And if I can't have it,
no one can.
You're a fool, critic. A damn fool! You can't change your destiny. You can only choose to meet it. And you will fail.
Shit! Cinema Snob is gone though. What do
It's yellow again. Why are they using the yellow filter again?
we do?
I suggest an attack. A full frontal assault by all of us. I'll orchestrate it myself.
Damn it, man! He'll have plenty of time to set off the detonator.
That scene is more prescient than Doug probably intended. True.
He'll kill us all.
I can do this, Joe! I've seen Patton over 100 times!
No.
Please?
No, it's too risky. Desperate times call for desperate measures. There is only one logical option.
No, you're not seriously suggesting.
You wouldn't suspect us all if just you go in.
no! You're crazy! You're all crazy! Come on, quit being a poo stabber and just do it.
No! I won't be able to!
Give in to the madness, Mooney. Deep down inside, you know who you truly are.
No, damn it! I mean, I was before, but that was the past.
Listen to your senses, man!
What's a poo stabber? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a reference to one of their reviews or something. I have no idea. Or if it's just like a joke in and of itself that doesn't make sense. It could be either.
You do realize that once he's unleashed, there's no holding him back.
Sometimes the best way to deal with a madman is to send in another madman.
That's a stupid plan!
Exactly! A stupid plan for a stupid man.
Are you high?
Oh, gay joke. That would make sense if it was a gay joke. That's real bad.
I'll give in to the madness.
Was Spoonie literally chewing the scenery? I think there's enough of that in this film already. This is a character he played on the website. That's why this is a thing. It literally makes no sense if you don't already know this. You'd be like, why is he all of a sudden dressed like a crazy guy? Why, what? Why is so much, like, time being put on this moment? It's because it's a character he played on the website. What do I think of Linkara? Random Guy 2324 says, what do you think of Linkara? I'm not a fan, but I think he has one of the more earnest Channel Awesome members, unless there's some horrible, depraved stuff in Channel Awesome document I didn't hear. I still watch Linkara's content occasionally. I think he's a little bit libertarian, though, which I always find questionable, but, like, he's not, like, anti, you know, gay or trans rights or anything. He seems like a pretty open guy in terms of that stuff, so I don't really care. I don't care. I liked Dr. Insano. You should be ashamed, Daddy Sume. Yeah. Linkara to me seems like he's, like, weirdly close to stepping into conservative territory, but he doesn't. So I don't know. I still watch History of Power Rangers. Dr. Gamble with a bit. I used to dress up as Dr. Insano for Halloween. The deep hurting deepens.
Ridiculous. We have no strategy for this. Plus, he's my arch enemy. It's just annoying.
No, they're right. You know, we gotta fight madness with madness. And he's the craziest we got. Are you ready there, Gok?
I was born ready.
Hey, Hogan, who's that?
I should say Linkara appears mostly socially left, but he's economically very right. So he doesn't like Trump, but like, if it were like Mitt Romney running, he'd probably vote for Mitt Romney. Daddy Sume with a bit. I mean, Linkara was revealed to be kind of a perv. He discovered, or his discovered accounts on Futo worship sites went poorly. What? And he redacted and made it so much worse. Oh no, I didn't know that about him. Oh no, Linkara. Whatever. Linkara used to be super Christian as a child. Yeah.
Oh hey, you gave into the madness. That's awesome.
Miserable Cockosaurus! Sorry, critic, but your reign of terror is at an end. Now a new reign of terror begins. My reign of terror!
What's wrong with all these Channel Awesome people? I'll tell you this. Never trust someone who makes their living being a personality for the media. Me included. There has to be something fundamentally wrong in someone's brain in order for them to think, you know what I'm gonna do for a living? I'm gonna go online and say my opinion and people will give me money for doing so. Like, we're all screwed up. Like, there is something wrong with every single one of us in some way. It attracts crazy people. Daddy Sume, yeah, it was super cringy when he just started deleting everything and pretending nothing happened, yeah.
Alright, you beaker-sucking bozo. You want a piece of me? Well, you got it.
Ow!
Thank you, V-Watt, for following. Welcome. Dr. Gamble says my childhood is dead. Good.
Die! Die! Die!
25 minutes! did they legit have to make movie-length home videos? And this is the shortest one! The sequel is 2 hours long, and the third in the trilogy is over 3 hours long, just slightly. I don't know why they thought the length for these was, like, okay.
That's insane!
Lindsay should have actually hit him in the bat and saved everyone a lot of pain.
New class.
No offense, but...
Eagle 1, this is Test Monkey 2. The NC is down. Repeat, the NC is down.
Good work, Test Monkey. Return to base after you destroy the body.
Not so fast, Eagle 1. I have a few requests before I dispose of the body.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, I want Kickassia.
That wasn't part of the deal.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Oh, wait, another alteration. You didn't pray hard enough. I would also like my own flag made for me, one with the evolution of man, except with me at the end of the line. Oh, and I'd also like my own ice cream parlor. There's never an ice cream stand around when you really need one. Oh, and it better goddamn well have chocolate chip. God help you if you don't have chocolate chip. And perhaps, whatever happened to the purity of unarmed combat?
Well, this is just superconductor electromagnetism. Certainly you've heard of it. It levitates bullet trains from Tokyo to Osaka. It will levitate my rocket share once it finally arrives. And it also levitates me.
This is references to the Street Fighter movie, if you don't know what he's talking about.
You do realize you're just standing on your tippy toes, don't you? Your superconductor electromagnetism is nothing compared to science!
But it is science!
Well, I'm science here!
Oh, now he also has lightning hands. For no reason. Okay. There are movies like Manos, The Hands of Fate, or The Room that badness aged like fine wine. Then there's movies like the Channel Austin movies that are just bad, yeah. Like, this isn't even, like, so bad it's good. Even though we're watching it for, like, entertainment purposes, this is more like a pain endurance thing. Like, I could watch The Room with you guys if that were a thing. Is The Room on Amazon Prime? That would be a fun watch party if it is. Or like a Neil Breen movie if it's on Amazon Prime. Those are really fun to watch, and I'd have a good time watching those with you guys. But like this it's just not funny. It's just exhausting mentally to try and deal with this and engage with it for the full runtime. It's not on YouTube anymore. No, but like Amazon Prime, because Amazon owns Twitch, you can do what's called Amazon Twitch watch parties, where legally, if anyone has Amazon Prime, they can watch your Twitch stream and it syncs up all your Amazon stuff together. I've done it before. So that's a legal way to watch videos. So if something's on Amazon Prime, we can watch it together. We did that a while back with like some Star Trek. We watched some Star Trek, the original series, together.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Gun!
Surrender!
No! Alright, I just thought I'd give it a shot.
Wait, don't tell him!
Why not?
Well, technically, it's still Spunny in there.
I think I still want to kill him.
Oh, God!
Wait, it's not its fault!
What?
Well, maybe somebody put him up to it.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. He's just French. They just talk. Go ahead and kill him.
I don't want to die!
Is someone conspiring against me?
What gave you that idea?
When he says somebody's conspiring against me.
I didn't say that.
I still have so much more science to do!
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, but a few holes in the doctor help!
No!
No!
Then what's going on?
I want my mommy!
Nothing. I assure you, nothing is wrong.
You're a part of this, aren't you?
Me or him?
Neither!
Yes!
Yes!
You are against me.
Help me, Santa!
You're just paranoid, Critic.
Who else is in on it?
Help me, Jesus Christ!
We're all your friends, Critic.
Are you?
Yes!
It's almost over.
Are you? Help me! Santa Christ!
Santa Christ! Santa Christ! We all love you.
Santa Christ was also a joke from Channel Awesome. It was Jesus and Santa smushed together into one character.
Well, gee, that's sad.
You just killed Santa Christ.
You all saw it. He came at me with a chainsaw.
We heard gunshots!
Did it come from a gun?
Holy smokes. You killed Santa Christ? I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
My God, the greatest combination of Christmas icons is dead.
Yeah, I guess he is.
Funny about the tools of capitalism.
This whole film is already a giant collection of cameos. Do we really need more cameos? Oh God, you ain't seen nothing yet.
This is a sad day for Handsome Tom.
It ain't been Mickey.
At least he died a good, strong man. And three-dimensionally.
Hey guys, what did I miss? Santa Claus! No!
You should have been holding an Uzi. Wait a minute. Isn't Santa Christ made out of the hopes and dreams of people everywhere? Maybe, just maybe, if we wish hard enough, we can bring him back to life.
No, Critic, no, that's crazy talk.
But do you dare try? Do you dare try? Come on, people. Let's show what it truly means to believe.
It's the Tinkerbell ending. We know. We've seen. Why is this in the movie? Why is this in the movie?
We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ.
Is it just me or has the plot ground to a halt? Yeah, it has. What's the point? I think this does resolve the plot. He's like, oh, well, look at what we did. We should stop. It's the dumbest ending to the dumbest movie.
All the people out there. Everyone
I think Hannah had checked out. I'm checking out, man. I'm done.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
We believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
We believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
Doug cameoed in his own movie as a different character he plays. Guess there's not enough Doug in the movie.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in... Wait, you want me to say what?
I believe in Santa Christ.
Santa Christ を信じている
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
Larry Bundy, the only one still with Channel Awesome.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa
Christ! And now, all the people watching at home, come on, say it with us now. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. That's it. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ.
Think of that quote from Clue. Flames, flames on the side of my face.
Nope, that did nothing. Toss him.
Told you it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work because you're a douche face.
Damn it! We have to think of something.
Rublix Clue says, we believe in Santa Christ.
I can think of something fast!
I don't know, I still think Dr. Insano might work.
I feel like a puppy that's been raped by a bulldozer.
Yikes.
No more Mr. Insano. We have to think of something else.
I think our last option after our last option is Linkara.
Yeah, you might have a point.
What do you say, Linkara? Why don't you try out some of that strategic mumbo-jumbo?
Joe. I know we've had our
15
differences in
minutes.
the past.
We're so close.
Yes, I don't like you very much.
Oh.
But your love of destruction mixed with my love of planning destruction
Tucker
might
White
serve
says,
us
I
well.
admit the abrupt cut to the
So you'll do
dumpster
it.
was kind of funny.
It's my job to
I'm
do it.
over it. Dr. Gamble, just heavy sigh. I agree.
Alright, troops, here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna hit him during the day. We're gonna hit him like crap through a goose. Now then, the reason why we're hitting during the day is because it'll be less likely
You can barely hear Linkara. Bad sound mixing.
it'll have the detonator on him, especially when we let him have it.
Let him have what?
The greatest plan that man has ever known.
That's a game of Risk.
Yes, and it's also going to serve as our battle plan. Now then, just assume that Northern Europe here is a government house and Greenland is the backyard. Angry Joe and I will be stationed here. Handsome Tom and Ape and Mickey will travel in through the back. Then Monty will come in through Messina.
Wait, you can't travel that way. The countries have to be connected.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. See those dotted lines? They connect.
They do?
Well, I thought so.
I thought you needed dice for this.
Do you?
I don't know.
How do you play this game anyway?
No, guys?
Oh, James, not for this. Not for this movie, James. You have better things to work on than this, James. I just remembered there's a James Rolfe cameo. Yeah, I forgot to.
Glad you asked. You got your deck of 56 risk cards, 3 red dice, 2 white dice, 6 sets of colored armies, and of course your game board, because every board game has a game board. The first step is to claim all the territories. Each player rolls 1 die. Whoever rolls the highest number gets to place one of their armies on the territory of their choice. After all territories are claimed, gameplay begins. At the beginning of every turn, count the number of territories you already own, then divide the total by 3. Then add that number.
It's just like a random board James bit thrown in the middle of this scene for no reason.
For armies. You can also get armies by trading in certain combinations of cards.
And I even like board James. I like James Rolfe. He seems like a nice guy. Why? Why put this in here?
You get the cards from capturing a territory. The attacker rolls the red dice based off the number of armies they have on the territory which is attacking. The winner is the first greedy bastard to take over the whole world. And, that's all there is to it.
Hey, that's good to know. Thanks, Board James.
Well, thank you for the, obligatory cameo.
Anyway, whose turn was it? I think Paul had the dice last.
Let's do this.
Hey, wait a minute! What are we doing playing a game? We're planning a strategy!
Oh, but this game is so much more fun, though.
We're planning a takeover!
Already.
No, James Rolfe, come back, save us. No. Yeah.
Who is it? It's Film Brain.
How do they know it's really you?
I wouldn't want you to know it's me, so I wouldn't admit it was me.
Confusing enough.
What are you doing here, bitch snitch?
I want to help you take down the critic. That is, if you'll still have me.
Yeah? How do we know you're not gonna double-cross us?
Because the Nostalgia Critic killed Santa Claus!
God, I hate Film Brain's character in these movies. Disclosure, I haven't seen any of Film Brain's reviews, so I don't know if in his, like, reviews he's not like this and he's fine, but in these movies, he's just got the most obnoxious character.
There.
So you're saying you want vengeance for Santa Christ?
I want his frigging head!
Good. Then we're all on the same page now. Now, we've just decided that Lincaro's gonna plan the attack. And you just missed a humorous cameo from Board James. We're just about to talk about how we're gonna bring down the Empire.
Good. Very, very good.
You like Matthew Buck, but this character here is just insufferable.
Listen carefully, we've only got a few days to plan this out, so let's get it right.
Oh god, we only have like 12 minutes. Ugh. I want to skip ahead so bad, but I can't do it. I need to be able to say we watched this movie without wimping out. What's up with Star Trek II Star Trek World War II General? He's played by Linkara, who likes the movie Patton, but he's also a big Star Trek fan. That's legit the extent of the joke. He likes Patton, so he's wearing a World War II helmet, and he also likes Star Trek, so he's wearing a Star Trek captain's uniform, and that's the whole joke.
All right, man. Let's take him down.
From school, are we? Built as a schoolgirl as can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. 3 little maids from school, everything is a source of fun.
Dr. Gamble says, this would be slightly more funny if it was just the one arc map of Molossia panning over the same area repeatedly. Okay. Tucker White 24, the Christmas got it, or the Christians got it wrong. This is truly what hell is.
What the hell?
Excellent shot, Mr. Joe! Except for the fact that you missed. Fire again!
It's funny, because it's like a super scope from a Super Nintendo, but it's shooting lasers or something.
Critic! You magnificent bastard! I read your book!
Get it? Because they said it in the movie Patton. And now he's saying it in a movie that isn't Patton. That's a joke, right?
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, thank God you're here. Joe and Linkara have gone insane with violence. Destroy them until they're nothing but rubble. Did you hear me? Annihilate them! Do I have to start paying you so I can cut your wages?
That joke is honest. Oh no. How did the people on set that day feel about that joke, knowing that it's based in reality? What a messed up joke for Doug to make. Like, how can he have the self-awareness to write that joke, but not have the self-awareness to be like, wow, this is messed up? I don't understand. Deep hurting. Deep hurting.
Get him, Barry.
Wee, with a bee.
Did they shoot the scenes in the order they appear in the movie? Because I imagine really pissed. I'd hope not. I'd like to think Doug isn't so stupid that he thinks you shoot a movie in the order the scenes are in the movie. I could be wrong, though. Alright, the next scene's a hotel scene. Time to pack up, folks, and go back to the hotel. Alright, we shot that scene. The next scene's back at Molossia. Let's drive back to Molossia. Oh, back at the hotel again. Let's drive back to the hotel. I really hope he's not that dumb.
I love it. God help me, I love it so.
Barry! Oh my God!
Get out of the way, Pipsqueak.
There were reshoots for this? Why? It's not even like, it's not good enough to require reshoots to bring things up to the quality of the rest of the movie.
Who would have thought a dictatorship would...
Tucker White says, I think that's actually how Suburban Nights was shot because he had just one working camera. Well, that's even more reason to shoot it like a normal movie where you just shoot one location, like, and all the scenes in that location. I would need something to back that up because as little respect as I have for Doug and how awful a filmmaker he is, if you want to call it that, even I think he knows that's not how you shoot movies. Dr. Gamble with 1,000 bits. Wowzers, thank you. I just can't. Just take all my bits, Hannah. That's secretly my goal. I'm just gonna mentally, like, bully you with this movie until you give me bits. That's actually the goal. Good job. Thank you, Dr. Gamble. We're so close to being done, though. There's only like 8 minutes left if we subtract the credits, which we're not gonna watch.
Be so one-sided. Failures. After all the good ideas I came up with for you.
Shut up! Just shut up!
E2, film break.
Sorry, critic, but you shot one Santa Christ too many.
Oh, you're such a twerp.
You're a twerp!
So, you've all been plotting against me. You know, I really expected Kickassia to kick a little more ass than this. I am very disappointed in all of you.
You have indeed been hanging out with the wrong crowd, critic.
Cinema snob. How dare you return from your banishment dumb?
That was the old order. This is the new order.
New order?
Yes, one that's been coming to you for a long time. Weren't you Dr. Insano?
In Bibliophile with 100 bits, thank you.
Has come to an end,
Dr.
critic.
Gamble,
A new
anticlimax in
age
3,
before us.
2, 1.
An age without you. It's okay, we got him. His body is spread out
I think
over...
Santa Christ shows up in a second and just
You've
the
had
movie
your
ends
fun running
when they're
this
like,
country,
oh, Santa
critic.
Christ
Well,
is
now
alive.
it's our
And you're
turn.
just like
And
a
the first
bullshit
rule of
moral.
order, a move for a medieval ass-kicking of our old president. All in favor?
Aye!
All opposed? Motion passes. Have fun, everybody!
Wait! I have an idea!
Really? What is it?
The idea involves,
You...
me,
Getting...
Your
ass kicked!
My ass kicked! Me getting my ass kicked! No, wait.
Too late.
Hold it!
Oh, good. Doug has another cameo as another character he plays on the website. Does the bum show up too? So Doug can play 5 characters or however many he's been.
What do you want?
He's been the nostalgia critic. He was the spiders guy. He was the bar guy when they were doing the montage of Santa Christ stuff. He's this guy. If they have the bum, he'll be playing 5 characters.
Oh, nothing. Just wanted to make my cameo. Bye.
Oh, that's literally the joke. I hate it. I hate it so much. This is just a metaphor for Channel Awesome, and I can't. The bum was in there? Where was he? I missed him. So I guess he did play 5 characters in the movie. He was in the beginning? Okay, I guess I missed it or wasn't paying attention.
I didn't even get my rocking chair.
It's over! The evil critic is defeated!
Revolution! A new dawn is upon us! The uprising has begun!
Oh, the bum was in the second charge they did? Oh, I missed that. Okay.
Well done, everyone. Well done. Now, seeing as though I am next in line for the presidency, it's only fitting that I should wear the crown. You'll refer to me as Madam President from now on.
Wait a minute, this whole cutesy, naive thing was all just an act?
Yep.
You're not really that nice?
Nope.
You're really not that stupid?
But what I can tell you is this, that I am the new ruler-matrix of Kickassia.
The family bit was a little funny. It's okay.
Excuse me, but it was my insight that overthrew this government. So I think that it should be I taking over as acting president.
Bad news, I'm afraid. Since I was the one who orchestrated this operation, it is obviously I who should be president.
I did not put on this folksy crap for 4 years waiting for him to die.
That is mine.
Santa Christ, we all love Santa Christ.
Santa Christ?
That's right. On the 3rd day I rise again, in fulfillment of the awesomeness.
Santa Christ! It's so good to see you!
Hey, wait a minute. Why did it take you 3 days to come back? Why couldn't you just do it right away?
Dr. Gamble with 200 bits.
I'm sorry. Have you ever been dead before?
No.
Have you ever risen from the grave?
Guess not.
Well then, I guess you don't have any sort of frame of reference now, do you?
There's nothing funny about
Who's playing Santa Christ? It's Rob Walker. It's Doug's brother. He co-writes the movies with him.
Hey, here, have a fellow.
Oh my god, I love this game.
I know. Listen, this task wasn't any of yours to take, now was it? Aren't you happy with your online shows? Aren't you glad that people actually give a crap about what you have to say? Yeah, I guess so.
Good point there.
Well, what do you say we get back to that nice Mr. Baugh fellow? It was his place originally, after all.
You know, he's right. Let's give Mr. Baugh's land back.
Freedom! Wondrous freedom! Shine and bask in the glory of your new world!
Hello, Enlid. How you doing?
No, you don't! Need I remind you that there are 20 tons of dynamite under this nation?
Joke's on you, moron. I disconnected the dynamite after I left. You push that thing and nothing happens.
I don't believe you! I push this button and we all get blown sky high!
There's nothing
very well! For the honor!
Can we just watch the Lego movie for the next awesome movie? No. We have to watch the second movie. We're not watching it today, but we will watch it eventually.
Kaboom!
Hello. Because my team can't run a nation, because I can't run a nation, we've decided to give the nation back to you. So you can own Molossia again.
But it was never mine to begin with.
Oh, Christ. All right, when you see the president, when he shows up, can you tell him that Molossia is his again?
I will relay the message.
Yeah, you do that, you twat. The fuck did I want this place anyway? Goddamn waste of time.
And so, all are departed away. The great shroud of the desert rolls over the nation. Good night, you princes of mayhem, you warriors of virtue. The beauty of the world, the paragon of warriors. Now is the winter of their discontent. Did they not learn that it was theirs to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune? Did they not discover that diamonds are forever, but tomorrow never dies? Did they not recall the old Klingon proverb that revenge is a dish best served cold? Did they not learn as conquerors once before that all is fair in love and war?
No.
I hate it. Is it done? Is that it? We gotta see the credits start before we can stop it. Oh, thank God. It's over. It's over. I hate it so much. Was there an after the credits on this? Because they do sort of, it's like its own universe. It's just like credits. Is this just bloopers?
Go, you're getting tired. Let's not fight anymore.
The end, Kickassia.
We did it!
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Dr. Gamble, thank you for gifting 3 tier 1 subs. Drakewing, never again until we watch the next one.
There's nothing funny about the tools
yes.
of capitalism.
Probably next week. Maybe we'll take a longer break than that. But holy shit. Like literally, Suburban Nights is 2 hours and 9 minutes long. And we see Doug's package in this one. It's so bad.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Thank you for the gift subs. I appreciate it. Dr. Campbell. Thank you. Okay. What do we watch now? What do you guys want to watch? Excessive Observer with 1,000 bits. Thank God it's over for now. Oh, for sure.